made a movie a long time ago. I did my best to get it right before I had to let it go. I had never made a movie before. It didn't come out exactly as I wanted it to. I even tried to hijack the editor's glue. And I was stupid enough to try and bring down the entire motion picture studio. That I did democratically and demonically, and financially tried to sue to protect my First Amendment rights, my freedom of speech. Cock-a-doodle-doo. All the freedoms flashing, speeches, petitions, assemblies and religions. Speaking my mind is not a crime. Not Peggy Sue or Buddy Holly. Happy Christmas and Hanukkah. This is a special time of year. I had more money than sense back in those days. Hey ho silver, hey ho, have no fear. But I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. But I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. I went in like a tank, guns blazing, until I sank. I saw all the powers that be. I wish to God that they had frightened me. I cannot turn the time back. The clock just won't ever let you do that. I made my own bed of nails. God only knows how. I slept like a baby. Life goes faster than the speed of a light bulb breaking. Not sure what I mean, maybe I'm just a con man who's faking. I am only a fool. I say the wrong things at the wrong times, with the wrong impressions upon my many faces. But I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. They were all intoxicated, but the power of their monopoly, their pack mentality, carried them through. No narcotics or alcohol inside me, not even a sip. My confidence wasn't real, neither was my stiff upper lip. I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. Time changes everything. I want to crash the cameras, bump into them accidentally, like Jackson Pollock did with paint. His accidental colors dripped and became a masterpiece. That's how the cookie crumbles. That's how you find the golden fleece. Just look at Jason and the Argonauts and all those fighting skeletons. One samurai saber sword apiece. I'm singing a song of experience, like Bob Dylan and William Blake. I'm desperately searching for something to say, to give back to the counterculture of what it is I take. But I'm still proud, I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. Who is outside my radar range of everything? Mostly how you think. You can't be wise and in love all at the same time. It's way too complex. That was my relationship then with American History X. I was in love with that project. I did not want to let it go. I thought that nothing was going right, so I felt I had to press reject. I read that in the manual on how to get respect. I am with me, talking to myself again. It was Marlon Brando that told me, Tony, make a movie of yourself talking to yourself. Like walk to the fridge and open it and talk to yourself about anything. Did I have a nervous breakdown? Am I insane? No, I'm a fraud, a faker, a huckster. So I told Edward Norton that I wanted a thug god. So he dutifully went to the gym for 4 months and gave me easily the best performance of his career. No meanness, no envy, no bitterness, no ego, no fear. But I'm still proud, I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. Garrett Rolfe, the white police officer who murdered Rayshard Brooks, a black man once standing in front of a fast food restaurant, walks the world as a free man. Garrett Rolfe is charged with felony murder, as well as 5 counts of aggravated assault, 4 counts of violation of oath of office, and 1 count of criminal damage to property. Yes, he's free to come and go as he pleases. Think about that, I will. I live in America because to me it's the best place to be. The way the plants are, the way the sky looks, the way the buildings are stacked up. Frank Lloyd Wright believed in organic architecture. I believe in organic movie making. The word organic is an edit of the word organization. That stunned me when I saw it organically. I read that in Hitler's Mein Kampf, was written by Emil Morris, who found out that he was Jewish. So Hitler's thugs wanted to kill him, but Hitler protected him. Hitler said that Morris didn't know that he was Jewish, so that makes him okay. And then Hitler said another very good thing. He said, look, I don't know that I'm a bastard cunt. I'm just a publicity stunt. Hitler was a drug addict. That's it, Hitler was a speed freak, a heroin junkie. That's why he talked out of his ass. I walked into many rooms with a paintbrush in my head. I pray for the Holy Spirit to be living inside me and not somewhere else instead. I'm building a fortress in my zone based on things that I have read while I'm alone. But I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. I know that my words are clumsy, ham-fisted and bullshit. I'm doing my best, Ed. That movie American History X was my voice. I spoke up about racism. I know about racism because I'm a Jew, but I only heard the stories. I was never attacked personally. I'm lucky, really. I mean, I got my nose broken once when I attacked someone giving out anti-Jewish literature. And I attacked them, but they attacked me back. And that was that. I've never been a street fighter. I was the captain of my school chess team, though. I made that movie AHX to just turn the head and the heart of one single person. Why am I saying all these things 20 years later? Because they are more relevant now, sadly, than they were before. George Floyd brings everything back to me. All the memories. His life breath was destroyed for just trying to palm off a phony check. This unpardonable attack. George Floyd, this unlikely working class hero. I wish John Lennon was around. He'd build us a song up from the sound of ice cold zero from under the ground. But I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. Thought will fuck you up. It's heart and not head. Hate is just a waterless, dried out mirage layered upon an illusion. Achiever, performer, status seeker, worthlessness, failure. I focus the entirety of American History X on the single word of hate. My dad told me all the stories of living in Danzig and being chased by the Nazi youth. So I knew that I wanted to make a movie about Adolf Hitler, the junkie, just to provide the truth. But I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. So what's the real problem here? Education. Teachers are not paid enough. So in the end it becomes a vicious circle, and we're faced with a mountain of unnecessary confusion. I need another universe. I need another place. I need somewhere to hide. I need a breath of fresh air. I need a new rain and wind. Where's it all gone? Defund the police. You have got to be kidding. Pay them more, 10 times as much. I'll do their bidding. Make better police, cleverer ones. They are our savior, civilization's own very crutch. George Floyd said he could not breathe. He cried for his mama, mama, he said. But the white man Derek Chauvin never heard him, because he was a black man with the voice of a black man. Whisper Chauvin was a deaf man, a deaf, dumb, dead man. I made a movie 20 years ago when the band came out to play. George Floyd's voice was a reminder of the evil that lives in good places but hide themselves away. Derek Chauvin was a former white police officer charged with the murder of the black man George Floyd in Minneapolis. George Floyd was handcuffed and laying face down upon the street. It was not too long before he was dead, lying under a pristine white sheet. The death of George Floyd caused a series of protests all around the world. But I'm proud, I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. I'm learning how to fly right through this ring of incarcerated fire that I want to fly right through. It could have been me 10 decades ago. Even now, come on, too much truth is difficult to swallow and or chew. Black is my new Jew, Mars black mixed with cobalt blue. I am an Italian man, a German man, an Austrian man, an African man. I'm a son of God, is that true? A son of mankind, one of the many, one of the few. You and me, you and me, you and me is another day in my beautiful America, but it's not really mine. I'm looking at a chess set and thinking about my dad, and thank God for American History X, or I would not be here anyway. Even though I tried to hex that movie back then, I was angry, angry like the movie. I had become the movie myself. Then I left myself upon the Hollywood director's jail shelf. I am its longest inmate. I'm the Birdman of Alcatraz and all that jazz. But I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. When I went to visit my grandparents' home, my family were always complaining about the black people living in the same building as them. I always said, how can you say these things? We are Jews. Look what happened to us. How can you discriminate against black people? It makes no sense to me. Now amidst COVID-19, this virus and its helpers that cannot seem to contain it, why can we not just stop and make sense? Why is that? Why are we not understanding what is going wrong? We're human and we're something else. What are we? Well, we're okay. That's what we are, most of us anyway. Over 20 years later, and I'm doing a master class on direction. What is all that about? I'm learning and teaching all at the same time, and it's being photographed on virtual reality. That wasn't around then, back then. Hey, wow. I'm trying to help these people not to get in their own way, like I got in my own way, like I got in everyone else's way. But I'm proud, I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. Albert Einstein said that it was easier to break an atom than it was to break a prejudice. This America is my home. I left London and the United Kingdom. I left it behind. And hello to everyone in Rome. It was not built in a day, and neither are we. Good things take a little more time. I came to this land, America. Not this land, but Los Angeles land, my homeland. I saw it as a yid kid on my Bakelite television, and I knew it's where I was from. And there's no going back now, no turning of my head. I must only look forward. I must only dream about what I can do for this place that I love. The birth of a nation, the birth of a sin. I'm beginning again. I'll become a talking dog, and I'll call myself Rin Tin Tin. I'm still proud, I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. Only love bestows the keys of knowledge. I opened the nearest dictionary, looking for a usable metaphor. Lake of Fire was my first door. American History X was the lock, and detachment was my key. Blackwater Transit was a hurricane that hardly ever happened. Still drowned in the muddy swamps of my cinematic chopped up vegetables, zero mayonnaise, coleslaw. America is everything to me, and I will serve it. It's the land of the free, like there is no tomorrow. That's because I'm a Jewish Englishman. Makes sense to me, it does. American History X connecting me to a pulse in America that I never knew existed. It was like I discovered what racism really was. Now things are not clear or central. If you say America is great, people think you're on a certain side. If you say America is no good, you're on the other side. I just love the real America. I love the land. I love the dirt. I love the culture. I love the American accent. I love Tom Mix. I love Geronimo. I love cactus plants. They were born in America, and so was abstract expressionism. But I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. I was unhinged and then avenged for crying out loud. I'm still proud. I'm still so proud. was unhinged and then avenged for crying